This is a tarot reading for the sign of Aries. It's a general tarot reading for Aries. We'll be looking into kind of what you've had going on, what's going on currently, what you have coming up. Keep in mind this is a general reading for all Aries, so it might not resonate for you. That is completely fine. Welcome to Lisa's Tarot if you've never been here. If you have, welcome back. As I said, we're going to take a look into what you fellow Aries, yes, I'm an Aries, what all of you have had going on, what you got coming up. It's been a minute, so we'll see what we get. I like to go with the flow. I feel that Spirit leads the readings, and the message you need the most will come out today. If you run across this video months from now and it resonates for you, go ahead and take that. That's your message. I will be starting with oracle cards. If you're not into oracles, use the timestamps below to skip ahead. All right. What do we have for Aries, please? Messages for Aries. I'm going to pull about 3 of these. So we have playfulness. Maybe some of you Aries out there aren't playful enough. Get back to your inner child energy. Jump in the mud puddles. Dance in the rain. Do all the things, okay? Let's see. What else do we get? Ooh, wolf spirit, family. I love this card. So, you know, this one is about family. It can mean taking charge of certain elements in your family dynamic, protecting those people in your pack. I personally do this all the time as an Aries, okay? I'm very protective of my family members as well as my friends, even friends I have online. People that know me know this. I'm more offended by things done to my friends and family than to myself, okay? It'll set me off. It'll set me off. So some of you may be, dealing with some family issues or working on who the leader of the pack is in your family, so to speak. So that's a very interesting card. Last one, letting go. Spirit guardian of autumn. We will be in autumn very soon. September 22nd is the official start of autumn, okay? So dealing with family issues can be stressful. That's an understatement. So letting go, there could be things you need to let go of. Me personally, this is a huge one for me at this moment. Let me know in the comments down below if you can resonate. So there could be some things you need to let go of in your life. Maybe letting go of things that people say, things they do. Let it go so you can kind of find your peace, okay? Okay, so now we're going to jump into the tarot. Messages, please, for Aries. What does Aries need to know the most right now? Page of Cups in reverse. There could have been an apology in the past that was given to you. Let me get some more cards and see what else we got. What else for Aries? Ooh, the Lovers in reverse. That's Gemini energy. Someone could have made a choice in regards to an apology in the past. Could even be current energy for some of you. That Lovers card is about making a choice, okay? It's also the number 6. 6s tend to relate to making a decision to move in a different direction, to kind of calm things in your life, okay? To change a direction, to better your life. What else do we get for Aries? Messages for Aries. King of Pentacles right in the middle. Some of y'all are working on your coin, working on stability. Now, this, for some of you, this king is you, working on your own stability, career, job, money, putting a lot of effort into something. It could be also someone you know. The person could be older than you. It doesn't necessarily have to be. We'll get more on this when I pull more cards. What else do we have for Aries? Star in reverse. That one is a lot of healing energy. I feel for some of you, you've already gone through this. There's things that you've healed. That letting go oracle card can be a part of that. We'll get more when I pull more cards to see what that star is more about. And then 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So we've got the King in the upright. We've got the 10 in reverse. So this here is that family dynamic again, okay? I kind of relate this card to committed relationships or a marriage where you're working with another person on stability. Can also be finances, effort. Those Pentacle cards a lot of times can be about effort, because if you don't put any effort into a job or career or, a way to make money, then you're not going to have any money. So we'll get more when I get some more cards. Let's pull some more messages for Aries. World in reverse with the Page of Cups. Okay. So either you or someone you know, there was some unfinished business. An apology was made or offered to kind of tie up some loose ends. This could have happened in the past as well. But that World in reverse tends to deal with unfinished business in your life. Past situation, maybe an argument that happened, or past relationship, argument, anything like that. But I feel that an apology was made or offered at some point to kind of clear out that old unfinished baggage. What about the Lovers? What else? Tell me more about the Lovers. Tell me more about the Lovers for Aries. Six of Wands in reverse. Somebody was I feel like this connection ended because someone in that connection felt left out. They didn't feel recognized, okay? If there's two people, it's kind of like one of them isn't acknowledging the good things that the other person does for them. It's that type of energy with this Lovers in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. Take note, it's another 6 card. Both of these cards are those sixes, okay? They're both in reverse. Six of Wands in the upright is typically like recognition, admiration. This is a lot of fiery energy, okay, with those wands. Here we've got it in reverse. It's someone made a choice, okay? It could have been a choice to end that connection or relationship. And it could have been because the other person wasn't, it's like they weren't acknowledging all the things that you do for them. Maybe that energy wasn't returned, okay? What else? What about the King of Pentacles? Clarify this for Aries. Justice in reverse. Okay. This is Libra energy here. Some of you, for some of you, it could definitely have to do with maybe a divorce. Maybe you literally went to court because you were getting divorced. some kind of justice was served, okay, to balance out the scales, to tip the scales so that, you know, the energy was equal. We'll get more. Once I get my other deck, when I clarify, I'll get more on that. What about the Star card? Tell me more about that for Aries. Tell me. Okay. Three of Pentacles. That's like a teamwork kind of energy. Some of you may have, or maybe you are now, could rely on coworkers or friends to kind of heal your spirit, to help you out, to balance that, you know, if you've maybe been down or depressed about a situation. Three of Pentacles is definitely, it can be coworkers. I don't remember if I said that. So, just in case I didn't. And then Five of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's that fire energy again. This can be five of Wands is typically conflict. You can tell by looking at the card. Okay, they're all in the mix here, hitting each other with the wands. It can be conflict, arguments, competition, and again, this can be significant for a family dynamic situation. It can be related to work, okay? Even over here with the Lovers in reverse and that Six of Wands. Some of you, so if it relates to work or career type of stuff, it could even symbolize maybe you weren't getting the recognition at work you thought you deserved, okay? And perhaps you quit because it wasn't fair. You weren't making enough money. Some of you may be trying to branch out on your own, that type of energy. Let me get my other deck, and I'm going to go back and get more clarification with my other deck. And we will clarify this Page of Cups with the World in reverse. Tell me more for Aries, please. Clarify this Page of Cups. Okay, that was fast. And the Lovers again. Aries, you're pulling, you're doing the double deck shuffle. I think I'll call it that from now on, the double deck shuffle. So anybody that's watched me before knows that if I use two decks and the same card comes out, it's kind of like a red flag that's coming to me saying that this is important for whatever, you know, whoever you're doing the reading for. So, excuse me, my allergies are kicking my butt right now, and so is this incense. So you already have the Lovers here in reverse. And now we're in the second, I'm in my second deck, and we've got it again, only it's in the upright. So the Lovers is over here now with the Page of Cups and the World in reverse, which is some unfinished business or an apology, okay? When that happens and I get the same card from two different decks, it's that red flag from Spirit saying this is important for the person you're reading for. So this decision you made was definitely important for you. I gotta grab my drink. Hold on. Oh, over here coughing in your ear. I apologize. Okay. So this could have been, you know, this decision that was made was important, okay? And that's being double clarified for me with two different decks, okay? The same card. Now there it's in the upright. This one just flipped out. Okay, and death. So, this decision was made. I feel like this was a past. For most of you, it would have been, the decision would have been made in the past to end this specific connection. Now we've got the death card. Okay, that's the ending. Something ended. Someone made the decision to cut it out. No more. I feel like this decision was made in the past. It feels like past energy to me. All right. And I feel like it could have had to do something with the fact of not feeling recognized in this connection. Okay. So now, as I said, doesn't necessarily mean that it's only relating to a love relationship or connection. It can mean that we've got different, we've got the pentacles here, we've got justice. Take it how it resonates. It could have been, a love connection or even a work connection. Okay. So let me see what we get with the first Lover's card and the Six of Wands in reverse. Clarify this for me, please, for Aries. Eight of Cups. More clarification. So the situation here was emotionally draining. Okay. This Eight of Cups is about walking away emotionally because it's draining you emotionally and it's painful emotionally. And because you just can't take it anymore, you get to the point where you just walk away from it. Okay. Let's get another one with that as well. Five of Wands. Again, here's another double clarifier. What the hell did I say I was going to call it? A double deck shuffle? Okay. I forgot already. Oh my God. So we've already got the Five of Wands here. That's that conflict, competition, can be, arguments, angry energy. See how red this card is on this deck, which is Crystal Visions Tarot. We got two lions over here fighting, so when you made the decision to end this or walk away, or end this and walk away, I should say, arguments could have taken place because of your decision. The arguments could have taken place before you made the decision. I feel I'm leaning more towards that you, Aries, made this decision for yourself. It could be that somebody else made the decision, but it's feeling more like you made the decision. Now, this can still relate to an immediate family dynamic, okay? Meaning parents, siblings, cousins, whatever, friend, whoever you consider family. It could be a situation of even of one of your parents passing away. This is hypothetical, okay? I'm just using an example. Somebody's parents, one has passed away, maybe one is left, or maybe decisions need to be made for the family. It could be sibling rivalry. Maybe you're the oldest. Maybe you've had to kind of step up, take charge, kind of take the lead with things. And maybe it's causing issues with other people involved. Okay. I'm going to throw that out there. But a decision was made to kind of walk away, at least on an emotional level. Okay, it's kind of like you either completely walked away or you just shut down emotionally to protect yourself. All right, it was too painful. All right, let's go on. King of Pentacles with Justice. And we have our third double deck shuffle, Aries. Look, I remembered it that time. So this is the World in the upright. And over here was in reverse. Okay, there was a second card out. Now it's like, after, it's almost like you made a decision, and since doing that, those scales are evening out. Okay, so now it's like you're in charge of what's happening. You know, things are happening the way they should. There's no unfinished business, that type of energy. Let's get another one on that. Ooh, okay. That was too many. Let me do it again. Clarify with one more, please, for Aries. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally screwed that up. That's a Four of Pentacles in reverse. That is a letting go energy. Okay? Some of you have just when you walked away, you let go. Okay? In some way. Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's a letting go. Some of you before could have been trying to hold on too tight, trying to keep it together for too long. And then you got to the point where it's like, you know what? I can't hold this shit together anymore. It's not working. I'm only hurting myself. I got to let it go. So there is that letting go energy. Letting go. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Letting go. Same thing. Okay. All right. Let's go over. I'm curious on the Star in reverse with the Three of Pentacles. Let's see. Clarify. Oh my God, what is happening? Okay. Two of Cups. That's a close connection emotionally. I have another one on that. There could be somebody that you did know from work or a friendship situation, kind of helping you out emotionally, getting you back on your feet. Ooh, and then you pulled the Unknown card, Aries. Only it's in reverse. This deck has what's called the Unknown card. Okay. She's got her crystal ball, but the crystal ball it's foggy. Okay. You can't see anything. Typically in the upright, there's things you may be curious about or want to know, but it's not the right time. Okay. It's not the time for those things to be revealed to you yet. There could be somebody you know from work that may have feelings for you or may want to be closer to you than you are. And perhaps they haven't told you. If that's the case, they could be telling you very soon. Just going to throw that out there, Aries, okay? Some of you may have a love connection coming up, okay? All right. The other meaning of this could be you kind of feel closer to a person now than before, and you didn't realize how much they would end up helping you out, okay? Giving you emotional support, helping you through things that you're currently going through or that you did go through. So that could be the other meaning of that as well, because I feel like some of you have not been happy at all. All right, what about the Ten of Pentacles with the Five of Wands? Clarify that for me, please. Chariot in reverse. Chariot is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It's about will and determination. it's been a struggle for a lot of you. Some of you even financially, if this is job related. Let me get another one on that. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it could be financial struggle. Some of you, now if this is job related where you kind of walked away, job or career, some of you may have even made a move physically, like moved, where you lived, or you've been thinking about that. The Chariot can be about travel, movement, physically moving locations, that type of thing. Okay. Let me grab one more. Wow. Did you see that thing? Like that card was doing flip-flops everywhere. Now, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this because I don't know which way it originally came out. I wasn't paying full attention. Let me see. Okay, there's one time. Okay, kind of the halfway. I'll take it in the upright. The High Priestess. Very, very spiritual energy, okay? The High Priestess knows things intuitively, okay? It's like knowing things, but you're not sharing everything with the world. You're keeping it close to yourself. There could, so if, for some of you, if you have decided to move physical locations to another state, whatever the case, and people are kind of saying like, what are you, crazy? Like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Why are you doing, it's kind of, like, that's best for you. This High Priestess energy can involve spiritual downloads. You may be having dreams or very symbolic messages, synchronicities. You hear a song. You see something on TV. Even someone saying something to you. A certain word might hit you like, well, that's weird. Like this happens to me. Actually happened just the other day. You'll be thinking about something related to you, and then you'll hear a word that relates to what you're going through or what you're thinking about, like multiple times a day. And it's like, that's weird. I just saw this, come across my social media feed. Now I'm seeing it again. It's kind of like something will get thrown in your face where it's very obvious. Sometimes you'll just know, okay? You'll be like, I need to make this move. It's the right thing for me. It's some of this, it's kind of like, so the Fool card, which is Aries energy, it's kind of taking that leap of faith. This energy here, the High Priestess energy, it's kind of like, it's very intuitive, okay? It's knowing that, you know what, I know this information, I just know it. I can't tell you how. You feel it intuitively, and you can't always explain it, but there is a quality of mystery with this High Priestess because she keeps a lot of info and knowledge to herself, because sometimes it's better that way, okay? When you have a plan for yourself, and you don't want the whole world to know, you keep it to yourself, right, Aries? Okay. So, especially if you're in Aries and the aspects of your chart, let's say you're a Scorpio rising or Cancer, that type of thing, which I'm not into that heavily, but birth charts, astrology charts are pretty cool to look into. You can get them for free. You should know like what time of day you were born. It's very helpful. I have a placement that is Scorpio. Okay, so I'm an Aries. but I get a lot of influence from the water signs, which makes me kind of emotionally charged. How my personality is, how I move through the world. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Because a lot of them are free. You just put in, like your birthday, what day you were born, and it'll give you all of that info. But anyway, Aries, back to your reading. I think that you're doing what you feel is best for you, and if you were in the situation where you didn't feel acknowledged or recognized, appreciated, whether it was a love relationship, family relationship, work relationship, you need to do what's best for you, because being in that kind of situation where you're stressed out and worried and anxious, and it can create all kinds of upheaval and, personally. So I feel like, if this resonates for you, you're doing the right thing, and things are changing, because I can feel the energy shift right where this King of Pentacles is with this Justice in reverse, where kind of it's like a justice was served thing, whether it was, literally like in the courts or just personally in some way. That's when the energy shifted, and it feels like you have had maybe some help from a close friend, or maybe a coworker, something to that, someone like that in your life who's been helping you, which I think has been good for you. So hopefully things will continue to be on the upswing. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Share the video if you feel like it. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget, if any of this resonates for you, share your thoughts and comments down below. Thanks so much, Aries. We'll see you next time. Take care.